Okay, I'm going to do a real quick video on trying to expand the number of notes you play when you solo. When I was starting out, I knew there were boxes. And so this first box I'm going to show you, I knew was A. I didn't know it was A minor. Didn't know it was A major. It was just A. I could play these notes in this box and I would be in A. And the box went like. And that box was basically from the 3rd fret to the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th fret. And all those notes I could play and I would be in A. Didn't know which A, but I was in A. And for blues, that was actually. Those were all in an A minor pentatonic scale. I didn't know that. But then I discovered when I was playing, I'd watch another guitar player and I'd see him hit A. And then from the A, he'd do it open. Anyway, he was playing these notes which started on the A string with an open. And I went. And then I noticed that I could play an A. I didn't know. All I knew is those notes worked when I was playing an A. Didn't know why, they just worked. Then I discovered by accident there was an old song, a Motown song in the 60s, and it was called My Girl. And the riff in My Girl went like this. The riff went like that. And I figured out that if I started the riff on the A note, it opened up other notes that I could play in A. Didn't know why, I just knew. Anyway, so I went, what is that? And it was so stupid. It's like, well, all I know is I go. Just remember My Girl. And I could just start going, wandering. So I could be playing in A, and all of a sudden I have a bunch of other notes I could play that weren't in this first box. Actually, the box went further down. So, an easy way to understand this whole principle, and I'm just doing A because it's easy. You bar an A chord. That's still in tune. For the sake of this, I'm going to say it's in tune. Now, those notes in that bar chord are between the 5th fret and the 7th fret. We all agree on that. And you'll discover if, instead of playing My Girl, if you just start playing on the 5th and the 7th, you'll be in A major. Let's try C, bar C, okay? You're going, holy shit. I just picked up a bunch of new notes because I thought if I was playing in C, I was down here. Which I am, but in that position I'm playing a pentatonic A minor scale, or the notes are in a pentatonic A minor scale. Let's do it here. Bar a E, do the same thing. Those notes were in a E major pentatonic scale. You listen to. So when, say, Leslie West. All those signature licks he was doing was in a major. So he's doing an A major. Do a D. So if you get the idea that the notes you can play in a minor scale and a major scale can be put together. So like we do, let me gear this up to a good tone. We do a song in the band, American Woman. And in that song, there's a lead that goes. And then there's an extended lead. Everything I just played was just to show you that was a combination of playing notes in a major and in a minor. Those notes were in major and minor scales, and in that particular case I was playing in a E major and an E minor scale during that solo. But the interesting thing is I start up here and I end down here. That is a lot of territory and a lot of notes that just opened up. When you see a really great guitar player and he starts playing stuff here and he ends up here, I guarantee you that on all the stuff he's doing, he's going in and out of majors and minor scales, and when you put that together, it just doubles the amount of notes that you can play in a solo. I mean, you don't need to go the route I went, where I was just the monkey going like, hey. Then I figured that out, which is a country lick, that country lick would be in an A major. Don't do it that way. Just do it however it works for you. I mean, you can work in your blocks, and you know this block is a minor pentatonic, and that when you bar that A, the notes tell you if you're hitting the notes in the scale, because if you hit wrong ones, then That doesn't sound right, so you're out. Or you can be primitive like I was and play. Anyway, the long and short of all this is play, learn, call it whatever you want, boxes, whatever, and incorporate the notes in the minors and the majors, and at the same time get out of playing just flats and play sharps. And that when you get into that sharp business, everything I just played was in A minor. But I added sharps and flats. And just by doing that, that expands the lead and makes the lead a little more interesting. So that's what I would do. My best advice, expand your solos from minors to majors, which gives you a lot bigger range, and then add sharps and flats to those solos, and that's cool. You'll just go on forever. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of a rant, but might be useful. Bye-bye.